The only thing I totally admired about Sleepy Joe Biden is the following. He'd go to a beach, he'd lay down in a cot, barely able to get his feet through the sand. He'd lay down, and within minutes he's sleeping, and you have cameras watching him. I could never do that. I would never be able to sleep like that.
Signing on behalf of the United States, the Honorable Donald J. Trump, President of the United States of America.
You got to.
Mohammed bin Salman is saying we need a resolution on a Palestinian state, and I don't necessarily agree.
With more signings of agreements and memoranda of understanding at the
要说这川普啊，现在真是越来越像拜登了，你们觉得呢？哎呦，别看他平时啊说话有点飘，但是人家赚钱的速度啊那叫一个快呀！最近这个胡润富豪榜你们看了没？除了那些老牌的大佬啊，竟然杀出来一个重量级人物，谁呢？川普。没错啊，就是那个喊着让美国再次伟大的川普。现在川普啊可不是光靠嘴皮子忽悠了，哎，人家现在可是靠真金白银的往里面砸呀，靠的是真实社交啊。其实估计就是指的他那个社交媒体啊，和这个稳赚不赔的加密货币，直接冲进富豪榜前500。要说川普啊是美国历史上最有钱的总统啊，那没毛病。但问题来了，他是不是把这个国家机器当成自家的印钞机了？这事儿啊，连美国参议员都看不下去了，直接就列出了特朗普家族疯狂敛财的10宗罪。
So entering in at number 10 of the top 10 deals for Donald Trump and the worst deals for the American people, we only need to look at the South Lawn. We all saw this happen on the White House grounds. Donald Trump and Elon Musk turning the place into a Tesla showroom. But what you might have missed is what happened before and after this photo was taken. Just before Trump turned the White House grounds into a used car lot, Tesla stock had been in an historic and disastrous slump. With their market value cut in half since December, Musk needed a jolt to his ailing company, and he got it. When the president was asked whether his symbolic purchase of a Tesla at the White House might help the company's stock, Trump said, "I hope it does." With Tesla shares on the rebound, Elon Musk promised to pump $100 million into Donald Trump's political operation. That's right, Donald Trump received one of the largest political contributions in American history. For number 9 of the best deals for Donald Trump, we have to zoom down to Mar-a-Lago, where you can generally find the president golfing on your dime and lining his pockets in the process. During his first term, Donald Trump made an astounding 473 trips to his own golf courses while in office. But this term, he seems determined to go for the club record. In just his first 100 days, Donald Trump spent over a quarter of those days while in office, golfing. Wouldn't you like a job like that, where you get to play golf every 4 days? Pretty sweet. This term, reports suggest he's spent well over $30 million in taxpayer funds on these golfing trips. That's your tax dollars at work, ladies and gentlemen. And it's not just the use of these taxpayer funds that's a travesty. It's that these taxpayer dollars go to benefit him directly. His golf courses, his hotels charge the U.S. government to pay for the Secret Service agents and other White House staff to play golf with him or to accompany him on his rounds, to rent golf carts, to have meals. In other words, your tax dollars are going to the Trump hotel and golf course organizations directly. And if you're interested and wealthy enough, Mar-a-Lago memberships will cost you a cool $1 million or more, where you can hobnob with the president and his family and see if you if you too can get any special deals from the federal government. Coming in at number 8 of the top 10 deals for the Trump family is Melania's new documentary. On January 6th of this year, Amazon announced a new documentary coming soon. An unprecedented, quote, unprecedented behind-the-scenes look at First Lady Melania Trump, unquote. And get this, Amazon will be paying out $40 million to the Trump family to license the documentary. But apparently, they're still looking for more. Melania's agent has been trying to sell sponsorships for the film, starting at $10 million to prominent CEOs and billionaires who were at the inauguration. In return for your sponsorship of this Melania documentary, buyers would get thanked at the end of the credits and be invited to the premiere. At number 7 of the top 10 deals for the Trump family during this presidency, we have the Trump family's new private club. As part of their crusade to refill the swamp, the Trump family is opening a private club right here in Washington, D.C. It will be called the Executive Branch. I wish I was kidding. For a cool $500,000 membership fee, you too can schmooze with people wheeling and dealing within the administration. There is perhaps no more appropriate image of the Trump presidency than this. The Executive Branch Club is an invite-only club for insiders, foreign investors, and billionaires to directly line the pockets of the First Family, sending a message as clear as day to anyone who wants to do business in the United States. If you want to be with Trump, you got to pay the cover charge. And now entering in at number 6 of the top 10 deals for Donald Trump of his presidency, a brand new Trump hotel in Dubai. The Trump International Hotel and Tower Dubai, an 80-floor behemoth. And within it, luxury residences and exorbitantly expensive hotel rooms, apartments that start at a cool $2 million and penthouses that'll cost tens of millions of dollars. Even better, if you can't make the Trump new club here in D.C., there's going to be an exclusive members-only club right there in Dubai. In their words, quote, set to redefine the meaning of exclusive luxury. All benefiting, that's right, Donald Trump and his family. Because entering in at number 5 of the best deals for Trump and the Trump family of his presidency, they're cashing in this time in Qatar. Coming soon to Doha, the Trump administration golf course. This is going to be an 18-hole course, a clubhouse, and high-end villas with beach access. A $5.5 billion deal, billion with a B, set to net the Trump family hundreds of millions of dollars. Because entering in at number 4 is the newly announced Trump Tower in Jeddah and their two brand new projects in Riyadh. These will net the Trump family millions as well. And this isn't the first time the Trump family has cashed in with the Saudis. Entering at number 3 are Elon Musk's shady Starlink deals. Just look at what happened with the nation of Lesotho, located in South Africa. Donald Trump slapped crippling tariffs on the country. In the hopes of a trade deal, they came to the table, and that meant coming to Elon Musk's table. It's just pay to play to get out from under the tariffs that Trump imposed on Lesotho. That country is going to buy Elon Musk's satellite system. Since the imposition of these tariffs, since the need of other countries to come in and to negotiate tariffs away with the Trump administration, Elon Musk has reached deals with Somalia, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Bangladesh, Pakistan, and Vietnam. And that's just what we know about so far. But I promise you, this will not be the end of it. It's among the most obvious, egregious, and dangerous acts of corruption in American history. Which brings us to number 2 of the top 10 deals for Donald Trump as president. The Qatari government is also gifting the president a new Air Force One, an aircraft so opulent that they're calling it a sky palace, a palace in the sky. But that's not even the most corrupt deal of the 114-day-old Trump presidency, because coming in at number one of the top 10 best deals for Donald Trump and the worst deals for you, the taxpayer, is Donald Trump's crypto scheme. You've heard about the meme coin by now. This is, I think, the logo of the meme coin. The president's most brazen cashing in, a corrupt effort that's already made him and his family billions of dollars between its soaring values and the trading fees. Now, this meme coin's gone up and down in value, but the thing is, every time it gets traded, every time it's bought or sold, this guy gets a cut. He gets the fees, estimated already at the value of hundreds of millions of dollars. It's like posting his Venmo account online, inviting personal monetary tributes from foreign powers, foreign investors, or anyone else who's willing to pay up. You've heard about the private dinner that they're offering associated with this meme coin. The top 220 meme coin owners.
哎呦喂，看看这个美国参议员啊，辛辛苦苦的举证啊，虽然说的都是事实，但也没啥用啊，一点都不影响人家川普国特的富豪生活。话说，川普家族啊，对比特币啊，那叫一个热衷啊，为啥呢？收益高呗，你想想啊，2010年比特币才几毛钱，2024年直接就飙到10万刀一枚，14年涨了3000万倍，这谁看了不眼红？不过啊，这事挺有意思。这川普啊，第一次当总统的时候啊，对这个比特币啊那是不屑一顾啊，结果第二次上台，那直接就变脸了呀，说要把美国打造成全球加密货币之都，还想搞个战略比特币储备。你看这个转变也太大了吧？那这个川普他为啥突然间爱上比特币了呢？这原因嘛，其实也简单。这个川普啊，天天愁的就是美债违约，这玩意儿涨得比火箭还快，不赶紧想办法，那窟窿只会越来越大。这比特币的价格那是蹭蹭蹭的往上涨啊，能吸引企业和机构来买，那钱就哗哗的流入美国呀。等涨到高点的时候，川普政府啊在高位套现，就能迅速填补美债的窟窿。这招啊真高。还有这个川普这个人啊，那真的是经历丰富啊，又是官司缠身，又是被人暗杀，其实估计早都看透了啊。他就是想利用加密货币来对抗美国深层政府的金融体系。简单来说啊，就是想摆脱那些老牌金融势力的控制。川普的执政团队啊，都是些支持加密货币的啊。他和他的几个儿子还搞了个世界自由金融的项目，发了个叫 WiFi 的代币。这玩意儿啊，说白了就是圈钱的工具啊。川普利用自己的总统光环啊，把选民对共和国和自己的支持啊，直接就变成自己口袋里面的钱。这招真的是绝哦！今年1月份啊，这个川普和他老婆啊一起发了一个加密货币，直接就赚了1140万美元啊。3月底啊，又搞了个比特币挖矿合资企业。要知道，那些比特币矿工可是川普竞选时的铁杆支持者呀。彭博社还统计过，川普挑起关税战引发市场波动的时候，这个加密货币的项目也给这个川普家族带来了近10亿美元的账面收入。这钱来的也太容易了吧！这关税战一开打，特朗普就吹嘘这是美国利益的胜利，结果呢，啪啪啪打脸啊！美国股市是连着几天暴跌啊，这蒸发的钱啊，比这个美国政府1年的收入还高。更惨的是啊，关税政策导致了美国的农产品卖不出去，小企业倒闭，老百姓的生活成本那是蹭蹭蹭的往上涨啊！这就像啥？就像是本来都穷的叮当响了，结果还被扒了一层皮。就在大家都哭穷的时候，这个川普家族却偷偷的发了大财。有这个数据显示，在这个川普宣布暂停关税的前10分钟，这股市里就有人大量买入看涨期权。这说明啥？说明有人提前知道了消息啊！这些人里就包括特朗普的女婿旗下的基金，他们就通过做空苹果、特斯拉等股票，短时间内就狂赚了57亿美元。这还不算完特朗普家族还持有价值380亿美元的纳指看跌期权。这简单来说就是他们不仅能提前知道这个关税政策的变动还利用股市波动大发横财。这操作简直比国会山股神佩洛西还牛。 这佩洛西是靠内幕消息炒股，特朗普啊直接就是制造内幕消息的。这就像啥？这就像一个赌场老板吧，他是既当裁判啊，又当赌徒，自己还操盘，还要把别人兜里的钱都赢光。特朗普家族的这波操作啊，那简直就是吃相难看哦。他不仅利用这个总统身份啊获取内幕消息，还把这些消息啊变成家族财富的提款机。你说这个川普家族这么搞啊，当然他也是引来了不少质疑的。前白宫主管安东尼·斯卡拉穆奇就说，这个世界上任何人都能通过点击下鼠标就将钱啊存入了美国总统的银行账户。这话说的够直接。所以说川普这哥们儿啊真是不简单啊，这把总统啊当成副业玩转金融市场，这操作这一般人还真玩不来。反正啊吃瓜群众啊就搬好小板凳继续看戏就完事儿了。好了，今天就给大家唠到这儿了，我是小懒，记得订阅点赞关注哦，感谢您的支持。